Welcome everyone to today's session. We will do an introduction about Saj Yoga. We will explain you what Saj Yoga meditation is all about, and we will understand in detail what a Sati system is, what energy centers are, and how we meditate, what is the technique we use for meditation. And then we will also experience it ourselves by doing the actual uh, technique to kind of experience this awakening of the Kundalini energy within us. Then we will also watch a speech from Sri Mataji where she explains about the subtle system in much more detail. So that's the plan for today. So to begin with, we'll start with a quick introduction to Sahaja Yoga. So Sahaja Yoga was founded in 1970 by Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi. She had this desire to find a unique technique, yet simple, that can be used in this modern busy world to help us connect with our true self, to separate us from the outside noise, and to really help mankind. So that was her desire, and she founded this very simple technique, which otherwise really needs a lot of penance and a lot of devotion of time to achieve it. So she found this very simple technique that can be easily integrated into our day-to-day lives. So the technique starts with the Kundalini energy right here. So this is a motherly energy which is within us, and we all have this energy since birth. So when we are in our mother's womb, this energy already gets into us, but then it stays in a dormant state. So using the technique of Saja Yoga, we awaken this energy, and what happens is when this energy is awakened within us, it passes through each of the energy centers. So we have seven energy centers, and each energy center has different qualities that we use or could use in our day-to-day lives. These are very mundane things like ability to live in a society mutually respecting each other, having to feel secure about ourselves, to enjoy different things. So these kind of skills that we use in a day-to-day social life is all stored within our energy centers. And also, these energy centers take care of the organs around it. So, for example, the energy center on the stomach, called as Nabhi, it takes care of anything with digestion. Similarly, the one on the heart takes care of how our health overall is in terms of heart. So similarly, each energy center takes care of the organs around it. So we will now go through one by one on each of these energy centers, try to understand what they actually are. So the Muladhara chakra, chakra is nothing but energy center, is the energy center that gives us purity, innocence within us. It allows us to really have a childlike perspective to life, to be able to enjoy life, to see things in a very playful, joyful manner, comes from the Muladhara Chakra, and we all have been like that at some point in our lives. But then with various experiences, various paths in life, we kind of lose touch to our inner child. So the Muladhara Chakra helps us to develop this relation with our inner child and to really have the ability to enjoy and connect with the inner child within us. The next energy center that we will talk about is Swadhisthana Chakra. This is the energy center that gives us the ability to enjoy art, literature, culture around us. So the ability to really um, see art or really to enjoy these creative things around us comes from the Swadhisthana Chakra. Another important aspect about the Swadhisthana chakra is that it also helps us to keep our mind in control. So, as we spoke about earlier, each energy center is also taking care of different organs. So, Swadhisthana chakra takes care of our liver. So, it helps us to keep our liver cool. It helps us to ensure that there are not many thoughts running in our mind. So, the liver actually is the seat of the attention, as they say. So, any kind of thoughts that is running in our head is actually coming through imbalanced liver. So the Swadhisthana chakra helps us to keep that in control. The third energy center that we will speak about is Nabhi chakra. This is the energy center which is placed on our stomach. This gives us peace and satisfaction. So very interesting concept about today's life is we all are trying to achieve something. Let's call it success, but we truly cannot define what success is. So we keep trying to achieve more and more to really feel that state of success, which we expect would eventually give us a feeling of content. But this really never happens. Each time you achieve something, you want more and more, and then it's a never-ending target that you keep setting for yourself. So with the help of the Nabi chakra, you feel the ability to really enjoy what you really have now, to find joy in that, and to feel satisfied about what is there in life, and to really not worry about what you don't have, or trying to really push yourself too hard. The third energy center is Anahata. This is the energy center which is on our heart. This energy center actually gives us the sense of security, sense of loving others, sense of having compassion for others, but also for ourselves. So to really feel this love for ourselves, to really feel this compassion for ourselves, comes from the Anahata chakra. And interestingly, the spirit, which is nothing but a true self, who we actually are before we got caught up in our day-to-day life, is actually placed next to our heart. So through the awakening of the Kundalini, we get more and more closer to the spirit, which is our true self, which then allows us to overcome all the noises and distractions and to rise above these mundane activities in life. The next energy center that we speak about is Vishuddhi Chakra. This is the energy center that is placed on our throat. This energy center helps us to communicate better, helps us to create relations, and to have a very peaceful presence in the society, to respect others, to respect ourselves, and to be in a very dignified way comes from the Vishuddhi Chakra. Also, the ability to really watch things in a playful manner, not get over involved in things, but to witness and and respond to things rather than reacting. The next energy center is the Agya chakra. This is the energy center that gives us the ability to forgive and move on. So a lot of times in life we come across different situations and circumstances which kind of hooks us that time, and we are never able to move on. It could be anything with our loved ones, with friends, with work. And with the Agya chakra, with the opening of the Agya chakra through the help of Kundalini, you are easily able to move on and let go things, which then actually gives a more peaceful state of mind. Then comes the last energy center, which is the Sahasrara. So once we pass, the Kundalini passes through each of the energy center and reaches the seventh energy center. That is when we say that we have achieved the connection to our true self. And at this point, you really feel sense of silence, sense of calmness, and complete thoughtlessness, yet aware. So you are completely aware of what is going on, but you don't have any thoughts. You do not have any involvement in what is going on around yourself. So and Sahasrara is actually the integration of all the energy centers. So once you reach there, it basically means you are connected with all of the other energy centers. Now we will also talk about the different channels. So we have three different channels. The one on the left is the past, The one in the center is present, and one on the right is future. So basically, all of our desires come from the left side, and all of the actions come from the right side. So whenever we want to do something, there is always two things needed. You want to do it, you have the desire, and then the ability to take action on it. And this is very important in our day-to-day lives. A lot of times we are only having one of the things, that you have the ability to do it, but you don't have the desire. Sometimes you have the desire, but you really don't feel like you can do it. So what we also see on each of these channels, the left and the right, is that it also stores our past in the left channel. So any kind of trauma, memories from the past that holds us back is all stored here. So as in when we try to clear our left channel, we get detached from those past experiences and we are getting more closer to the present. Similarly, also the thoughts about the future. I think this is also very common for all of us, that we are always worried about what is going to happen, because of which we forget about enjoying what is there today. So this ability to really be in the present and enjoy what is there in the present comes from the central channel. And when the Kundalini is always in the central channel, then we are able to stay in the present. So this is a very high level overview of Sahaja Yoga, as Sahaja Yoga in itself means simple yoga. This is simple knowledge about the chakras and the channels, and then we will also now experience it ourselves. But before that, we will watch a short talk from Srimataji, who is the founder of Sahaja Yoga, where she explains a bit more in detail about these things.
I bow to all the seekers of truth. You have to know that truth is what it is. We cannot conceptualize it with our human awareness. We cannot order it. We cannot manipulate it. We cannot organize it. It is what it is, has been and will be. And what is the truth? Truth is that we are surrounded, or we are penetrated, or we are nourished, looked after and loved by a very subtle energy, which is the energy of divine love. The second truth is that we are not this body, this mind, these conditionings, this ego, but we are the spirit. You don't have to accept what I am saying blindly, because blind faith leads to fanaticism. But as scientists, you must keep your mind open and see for yourself what I am saying. If it is so, honestly, you must accept it. We know so much through science, our civilization, our advancement. This is the advancement of a tree which has grown outside very much. But if we do not know our roots, we will be destroyed. So it is important to know about our roots. And this is what it is that I would say are our roots. As you can see, there are 7 centers within us. And these subtle centers are placed in the spinal cord and in the brain. These cater to our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual needs. On the physical side, they manifest the energy for the use of our plexuses, which look after our physical problems. That is on the right side. The energy which is supplied by this yellow line, a subtle channel, we call it as the Pingala Nadi. This supplies energy for our physical and mental actions. So this is the power of action within us, which also caters to the right sympathetic nervous system. The another channel you see on the left hand side is the channel by which we desire, put our energy to our desire. So this is the power of desire and looks after our emotions. This is the one which looks after our conditionings also. At the end of these 2 channels, they create 2 institutions. One on the right side crosses over, and the yellow balloon that you see is the ego, is the balloon of ego that we have. And the left hand side one, which conditions our mind, is the balloon of superego. As we start growing in age, by the time we are 12 years of age, these 2 completely meet, and the soft bone in our head becomes completely calcified. Now there's third energy within us, which is in the center. And this central energy is the one which has made us human beings. And these centers are the milestones of our evolution. So now the last jumping is left out. It has reached up to the limbic area. Now, only thing is it has to break through the soft bone on the head and break through that, which is the actualization of baptism. Baptism is not an artificial thing. It is an actualization. But the energy that does it is, we call it sleeping energy, in the triangular bone called as sacrum. That means the Greeks knew that this is a sacred bone, that they called it sacrum. This energy has to rise and break through that fontanelle bone area and connect us to that subtle divine power which we have never felt during human awareness. Thus, we get connected to this divine power and we start feeling it on our fingertips. It is described in the Quran that at the time of resurrection, your hands will speak and they will give witness against you. That is, you start feeling your own centers. These are 5, 6, and 7 centers, and they indicate what's wrong with you within yourself. What's the problem? Also, you can feel the cool breeze coming out of your head. Cool breeze of the Holy Ghost. Because this sleeping power, which is called as the Kundalini, Kundala means coils, is the
So that's a detailed explanation about the roots and the different chakras and channels within us from our founder, Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi. So now we will go to the practical aspect and we will try to experience it ourselves through various steps and affirmations. Okay. So firstly, we will try to keep our attention on the Kundalini energy, which is the motherly energy within us. We will close our eyes, we'll keep our hands spread out with the palm facing towards the sky. And we'll place our hands gently on our lap. And we'll do the first step, which is to take our right hand and place it on our heart. And with complete devotion, complete desire, we can ask the Mother Kundalini within us, Mother, I am the Spirit. Mother, I am the Spirit. And then we take our right hand and place it on the left side of our neck. And we can take the next affirmation, Mother, I am not guilty. Mother, I am not guilty. Now we take our right hand and we place it on our forehead. And we say, Mother, I forgive everybody, including myself. Mother, I forgive everybody, including myself. And then we say, O Divine Mother, please forgive any mistakes I may have made, knowingly or unknowingly. O Divine Mother, please forgive any mistakes I may have made, knowingly or unknowingly. Take a right hand, place it on top of our head. We say, Mother, Please give me self-realization. Mother, please give me self-realization. We can bring our hands back on our lap and we can listen to music and meditate for a few minutes. We can gently open our eyes and we can bow to the Mother Kundalini within us. And with that, we come to an end to today's session. I hope you really feel peaceful and much better. And we will continue these sessions every week. So please join us. And also, when you get the chance, please try to also practice this at home. The more you practice, the more you're able to experience this energy that helps you to connect to your true self. So thank you once again, everyone, for joining, and we will see each other next week. Thank you.